It's my job to test cars. This is Skoda's most important new car. And I can't believe I haven't tested it properly. Okay, I have driven the Kylaq, but not extensively and not on roads that I know better than the back of my very own hand. And the manual? Now this I haven't driven. And that's absolutely crazy. A manual gearbox, a TSI engine, a European platform with, now don't make fun of using my favorite two words, excellent torsional rigidity, and that has all the ingredients of the thrill of driving. This is where our favorite driving road begins, where the climb up to Lavasa starts. And this has motorsport pedigree. This was first cut back in 2003 in time for the India Rally. And before the tarmac was laid, 2 rounds of the Asia Pacific Rally Championship were held on these very roads. And after the tarmac came about, man, this became our favorite haunt. We took our bikes, our cars all up here. The dhaba right at the top, that used to be Pune's Ace Cafe, where there'd be like some 50-100 bikes every weekend. Local riding gurujis sitting with their pupils, dissecting every corner, lunatics pulling wheelies. This was crazy fun. Bhai, ek chai, bina shakar ke. And the car you bring up here has to be able to deal with potholes as well as it deals with fast flowing corners. In fact, this is the best road to test any car. If it can deal with these variety of roads, it can deal with any road anywhere in the country. And if you can put a smile on your face while doing it, then we have a new thrill of driving champion for us enthusiasts. It looks very nice, and inside also very nice. And with that out of the way, my favorite 2 words, torsional rigidity. We know that the Kylaq is based off the MQB A0 iron platform, an architecture that was re-engineered for India without compromising on its core strengths. The Kushaq, it was the first mid-size SUV to score a full 5 stars in the GNCAP crash safety ratings, and the Kylaq continues in the same vein, also scoring 5 stars. And it doesn't skimp on power. This 1-liter TSI engine is still my favorite small capacity engine. 114 bhp, 178 Newton meters of torque. You can get it with the torque converter automatic, but what we have here is the manual. The solid torque means it pulls strongly up the hills. Rarely do you need first gear. Second, third, you ride that meaty torque curve. Listen to the engine. This 3-cylinder engine, it really does have character. The seats, it holds you nicely in place. The driving position is excellent. The steering, it adjusts for reach as well as rake. The gear shift quality is excellent. The response of the engine, the feel, everything just comes together. Even the damping of the suspension. So these roads aren't really in the best of shape. There are mid-corner bumps. The car does move around, but it doesn't get thrown around. And that is the important bit. You can keep your foot in over all kinds of roads without a worry. And then when you chuck it into the corner, downshift to second, the nose, the front end, it grips with tenacity. There's so much of bite. The car is always stable. It's never doing anything funny, and it is always telling you what it is doing. That's the important thing. You always know what the car is up to, and it's always egging you on. You can go a little bit more, push that little bit harder into corners, lean on that front end a little bit more, trust the chassis, trust the grip, and it's just a whole load of fun. This corner I know very well, but let's be sensible. Let's leave ESP switched on, because here comes the bane of every driving enthusiast. Speed breakers! This is why we don't ride or drive up to Lavasa anymore. The road, gorgeous. The maintenance, a crying shame. Skoda's engineers, they haven't just reduced this wheelbase compared to the Kushaq, but they've also softened the dampers a bit so it can better tackle these broken roads. And the torsional rigidity, yes, I know, there goes my favorite two words, but it is the torsional rigidity of the platform that allows engineers to fit in softer dampers without the handling tying itself up into knot. There are plenty of micro, mini, compact, mid-size SUVs, but fact is, we aren't spoiled for choice when it comes to a small SUV that is crisp, fun, engaging, involving, and entertaining to drive. Until now. On weekends, this place would be packed. There would not be space for a bike. Forget bringing a car or parking a car up here. But now, it's empty. The dhaba, half the time, it's not even operational. And that's where you really appreciate the strengths of the Kylaq. On those bad approach roads, the Kylaq, it does not shake your tooth fillings loose. And when you come to the fast, flowing corners, it puts a smile on your face. In a sea of sameness, this is a proper enthu cutlet. It epitomizes the thrill of driving.